Okay. Remember our good friend from the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. Rumors are to believe he claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Ul'Dah society. Mr. Manyface has been kind enough to leave one of the signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt his identity was the murderer. The message is always the same. The way of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Don't you hear me complaining? No, none of my readers are more like a good mystery than a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, Mithra has been selling a pawn's cakes. The only... Well, it's time to look at the thief's last message until now. Shall we, Kip? Intrusion Ul'Dah, was it this anyone that can shed some light on this? You know who? Sense up tapestries. Okay, yeah, so Karn was the one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I need the Aetheryte proper. Remember where the Aetherytes in the city are. A lot of them, like this stupid bird. I love it. I love that Enkidu is just the running joke. I thought it was just a shit post. I thought it actually was just kind of like a, oh, haha, funny one-off. But no, Enkidu actually just continues to be just an absolute just menace. And I find my favorite venturer, one of my favorite Mithril reporter along with her. Tell me, what have I done deserves the pleasure of the company today? Much as I'd like to help the 2 lovely ladies, I'm afraid you found a Wyman at the loss. Ul'Dah has more than its fair share of treasures, hidden and otherwise. I reckon our phantom fiend could be just about any of them. Can't tell you this much though, whatever the thief's got his eyes on, he's got the Sultan's Sworn's in the right dither, where they formed a regiment around their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from threat. The Sultan's Sworn aren't like the forthcoming information. The only lead we got, come on, say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the Sworn. Oh, hold up there, I ain't generally a warm type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. Man of the business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You get a report at Ellie. Or you're a report at Ellie, I want to find out on that, but don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk of trying to play hero. Concern is touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Plus, I'm being a reporter, more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, time's of the essence. IRL Enkidu? I have no idea who the hell Enkidu is. I didn't know there was an IRL actual variant is not the words. Okay, so Alchemist Guild I need to go to. Chickens are in fact a pure menace. Epic Agumish. Nope, didn't even know. Cool, sounds like I'm gonna have to get caught up on the Epic Agumish because I just haven't actually bothered to read it. Or even get the cliff notes. Cool, so I'm gonna have to do that now. Got it. Manco and Gravel War stories, and I'll cool. I mean, I'll say it. I think that's fair. I'm free. Only authorized person allowed in. That bugger me with the broadsword. Gentleman, a light venturing companion, and the catty but cute reporter from the Mythal Eye. Isn't the self-styled warrior light? Tell me, what tales did you spin? Sultan Sword recruit to land yourself in this position? Only the honest truth, man. Seeing the gentleman light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul, like I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the room just like my hero, Master Hildibrand. Sultan Sword were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their rank. Wait, don't tell me. Have you come to assist Master Hildibrand in this investigation? Have you? Or why didn't you say sooner? At least I could do to help the 2 ladies who united me with the role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best and something of history buff, it seemed. She was the thief targeting the 4 relics. When she heard that the thieves were targeting the 4 relics of Lydia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has information you're looking for, to be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, Right, no, I know of the Epic of Gilgamesh and how it has far-reaching impacts into modern society and modern storytelling. I do. Pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. It's my friend. We're researching the Phantom Thief case and would like to share any information that might help in uncovering recent events. Pleasure is mine, and if I'm not mistaken, then me, your companion friend here, Kip. Yes. You should know me. I'm like a level 70 paladin. Come on now. Well, 80 technically. You should know Kip. Anyway, good Mithril I would know. I must confess to being somewhat of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Tells the inspector too would also love welcoming hand. It's him again. He arrives. Sultan's from the elite of Ul'Dah's elite. I can only hope that they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Broody. Inspector, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Kip, a moment if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me. Don't move an elm. Okay. What is this, your... happening? Demasking just form my own device and it allows us to see right through these disguises. Announcing the thief's mask left behind a Vesper Bay, I was able to identify composition and synthesize a counter agent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In the event here the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant. Inspected the phantom thieves pulled the wool over her eyes for the last time. Or it wouldn't be so simple. The agreed necessary to produce thus are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire sources of the Sultan sworn at her disposal, it would produce a limited supply. See, well, so it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's nest target, hidden treasure in Ul'Dah, lost the four relics of Ul'Dah? Fear not. I have poured through the history time and time again. The only mention of these four relics is a vague reference to an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, four warriors born of light shall descend to the righteous glare. Legend goes on to describe four sacred artifacts, each one possessed by these four Palladian heroes. Makes no mention of their appearance or nature. 3 times we've tried to identify the thief's target. 3 times he has foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play into our fiend's strength. All our artifacts and Palladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault. Regiment are finally assigned to its protection. I have furnished the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. Powdered glamour dispeller? Yeah. Lacquered being changed where you can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors. Though the treasure within, you have our word, my lady. I do like their armor. Well, the scale mail on the side. Even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of recent rash murders in Triad or Quarry. Sultan Swarva launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults. Making any meaningful progress, we'd be most grateful of your assistance, or for any assistance you could offer. Lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Of course he does. There he is. No, well-made scale mail is amazing. I want scale mail. I want a scale mail cloak, actually. I need to actually go ahead and ring that. I need to figure out how to do that, but yeah. Cast all word from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinary, has arrived to set right what was wrong and bring the wicked to justice. Must be demasking dust, the talk of the palace. Ah, but you know it's just supplying me, Inspector. I assure you, I'm exactly who I claim to be. I shame that. Inspector Hildibrand, we're not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. Healer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of the publishing consortium, high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Also prove a satisfying case to crack indeed. What are the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel, gut with a great sword, strangled with a subligar mayhap. Pray that we have no we've identified no pattern and the murderers plots these of 2 more even as we speak. So, take action quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce. Worry not. Our realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Think about it. You'll find he's actually done. Yeah. Presence is heartwarming indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take the masking dust for the affair we can spare, but a single sachet. But I trust you will put to good use. All right, Hildibrand. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. Like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that the role has already been filled most ably. Still, gentleman welcomes the support of all his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Kip, ever loyal associate. And thus, my ever loyal associate investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. Questioning around the palace has revealed that the Solar's body was found not far from the 80 cents of Sasamo, excuse me. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever loyal associate must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. Nah, Hildibrand do kind of be dumb as dirt, and that's honestly why I love him. He reminds me of me in certain aspects. So it's right outside the steps of Nald, so I need to go to the actual Aetheryte proper. I love that they're just sweeping. After that, look forward to the blog. Sleep schedule should not be... Yes, no, sleep schedule should not be disrupted. I am pushing myself a little bit going into tomorrow because I want to hit Shadowbringers. I'm still going to tomorrow have to do the entirety of Heavensward, the entirety of Stormblood, and then I can start Shadowbringers. But this allows me to also backlog a little more Final Fantasy content since I took 2 weeks off. So I will be doing that. And I know just many people have been requesting Hildibrand, but definitely this will be up on the Kip TV channel. I think this is going to be about April, I think, by upload date. So definitely get some sleep. This will be an upload, I assure you. Have yourself a good night. Flowers is all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who is heard to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Continue tomorrow. Yes, I will be continuing. Well, I'm going to finish ARR and then tomorrow before Shadowbringers because I want to start Shadowbringers. That's why I'm actually busting through Hildibrand as fast as I can. What do you think you're doing? So Shadowbringers is going to be the next thing that I do. I'm going to put down those flowers that to honor the memory of me, poor boy. Did I defile his memory? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Swear to you on my own dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. As I was saying, these flowers are clearly placed here by a family of the deceased, which can only mean, oh no. Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run and he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor boy. Oh, is this his mother? No, wait, what? A blue person turned to a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard the stories of Ul'Dah, Ul'Dah's sibling nation, which we waged war centuries ago? Much love was said by both sides. But far. Yeah, okay, so this is just history. Far greater horrors than death, and unholy draught brewed by these Sildon alchemists, one with the power to turn the living into the undead. His nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers the traitors spurn. That almost sounds like the Hunter from Dead Space, how it was a living person with necromorph tissue put into the brain. Interesting, actually. Turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. You won't hear that from the Sultan's Sworn. They alone know why. They whisked the body away before he could so much as pay me last respects. Traitors spurn. I heard the stories, never thought them to be true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? Sildon, I'm sure of it. Sildon will know the recipe. And we're done with. Yeah, no, it's not going to be long. Last remnants of Sildon died 4 centuries ago, you say. Or did they? That's the one. So he calls himself the Phantom Thief, does he? But it ever occurred to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Heard the tales of my own great-great-grandma, I did. About 4 relics of Ul'Dah, the power they hold, the power to exact justice. A specter of Sildon has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all. Have the 4 warriors like forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books. Never so much as breathed the accursed name of Sildon. Or Silda, excuse me. But you did, and now we're doomed. Doomed! Aye. That's the one. No, it's not quite the same. I mean, it's invocative of that for me, but I know mechanically it'd be different. The Hunter is also fairly unique in that aspect in regards to how it dealt with not only the marker, but necromorph flesh as well. Once again, don't like gore, which is a constant point of Kip, but you like Dead Space. It's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. Most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. That it was, for all of a fortnight before my flowing locks fell out again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just to twist the knife in extra ilm. Oh no. Mountebank, a charlatan, I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from his bleeding skulls. The Morpheus called to me. Yes, get some sleep, Black Wolf. It was good to see you. Some part of Harris is still in there. Yes, a very primal part of Harris, but yes, he's still kind of there, technically. Sildy, thank you. I like that we got a name for him in the remake, because we didn't know he was Harris before. All becoming clear to me now that the old woman's testimony has confirmed, which I had suspected from the start. Like the zombie picking away its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, an agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth. When, gross. Kip, what do you mean gross? You've literally torn necromorph limbs off, and in the remake, you see their, flesh peel off to reveal bones. Yeah, I'm aware. Still, ugh, gross. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless seduction. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and the dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. Do you mind, Mr. Tortoise? Thank you. Such our course of action is clear. We must vacate this tortuous soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of a spectre's grievances? Without its knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage the rancor. Let us begin our search of the Thaumaturge's Guild's gauntlets, the tomes that contain a wealth of knowledge, the ill blood between the sibling nations, notwithstanding of abject stupidity. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that just came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sildi might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned from the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Seem to be brain eating. Right, yeah. Well, I mean, undeath is kind of a spectrum, honestly. It just depends on the flavor. I mean, if it's actually zombies that are non-sentient, okay. Like, that's pretty par for the course. Come on. Could have probably pressed run. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to see what it ends up being. I've actually gone up a decent amount of guild tonight, trying to recover my fucking stores. That being said, anyone that's going into Dawn Trail, you should probably bulk up your coffers, because that best in slot 100 gear is going to be rough. Gods be good to you, entry who saved me back in the ruins, restricting ancient feud between Ul'Dah and Sildi. Why I'm pleased to say that more than passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of sibling nations, one must go back further to the birth of Mother Nation, Ul'Dah. First, the fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders with the arcane arts, Burgeon, and the great civilizations commanded such powers flourished. Age of enlightenment could not last, however. Power bred avarice bred resentment, and culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Under Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left battered waste in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. There's a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Ul'Dah some 8 centuries gone. Imagine the government of mages, by mages, and for mages, what might have been wrought had Ul'Dah civilizations survived to this very day. Alas, that was not to be. You don't say. Sniper Day soon comes to Earl's research. Sildi is a fellow student of history, though. I thought more than welcome to my conversation. Ul'Dah civilization flourished in relative peace until the twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals. They came of age and their father passed. Each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. Neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two. One of the twin nations of Ul'Dah and Sildi, but unlike the two proud princes, sibling nations developed a passion for rivalry. Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ul'Dah and the fallen Sultanate of Sildi. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. Two city-states coexist for several generations, but until the battle between them boiled over, culminating in outright war, and she might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'Dah emerged victorious, leaving the once proud sibling nations smolder in ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In an attempt to overcome Ul'Dah, superior numbers, Sildi and alchemists devised the most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful woman known as the Traitor's Spurn. And they had brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they employ the potion on those of the living who are too weak or wounded to fight. Send shivers up my spine just thinking about it. No, it's truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears to emerge victorious against these horrors. Right. Hi, Kokobuki. It's been a while. It doesn't surprise me. Like, what's this? You're here not over your studies to learn of the bad blood between Ul'Dah and Sildi. Two scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'Dah weighing prosperity and power, the silver of Sildi weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. Power wrought by the Ul'Dah and prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildi and knowledge was horrific, beyond belief. Power to rip the living soul out of man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and why? When what does it say of the words? What does it say of the words within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. One example: did you know that the war against Sildi, Ul'Dah, and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not. None did I until I encountered a faded past and ancient text buried deep in our archives. Yet the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might be someone at some time deemed this particular truth less convenient, but I have said enough already. Right, so okay, so the Amalja and the Ul'Dahs fought against the Sildi. Interesting. Zombie powder, fucking right. There he is. Man, the myth, the legend. My ever loyal associate, tell me this. Have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed, as it happens, I have learned much the same. Let's take a moment to review and allow my peerless power of deduction to work their magic. War of Succession divides the great civilization of Belidia, giving rise to sibling nations of Ul'Dah and Sildi. Two nations coexist for some generations till ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'Dah's superior military might, Sildi employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have the facts and hand tipped me to an unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of a doomed Sildi who seeks vengeance against all those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there's one course of action. We must find the Sildine statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem and have him apologize to the thief person for the suffering he has wrought. Okay. Brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of the grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirit inspectors, it appears increasingly likely that our query shares some link to the Sildi. His garish garb is no doubt meant to invoke some silver scales of the fallen sultanate. This Sildian connection would have served to explain the rare knowledge of the Beldian relics of the thief clearly possessed. Explain the relics that the Beldian thief clearly possesses. I've been reading for about 6 hours. So, well, 5. Please bear with me. What are the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of their adversary? Few people in town spoke man decided upon calling victims in past days those who saw him and he had the most frightening air about him. Telling me, of course, my keen investigation sense is ringing out with the voice loud and clear. This man Misali speaks of just might know something. My God. You really should stop thinking so hard. You'd like to strain a brain muscle. So, like, who is this man and where might we find him? Sources identify the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known as the Frequent Horizon. Shall I pay him a visit? It's been a while since I've gone to the Smoliturge Guild. Actually, very happy about that because I haven't really had to deal with Kokobuki or any of them since I finished the Thaumaturge questline. On the ruins of Sildi, you escape through. Right, no, we escaped through part of that. And also where Thancred first found us, right? Fighting all the Spriggans and stuff. And I think it was the first Ascian encounter, too, outside. Yeah, that's where you end up fleeing out of after the whole A Realm Reborn thing, those tunnels. Got business to make quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Biggest concern, my name is Ellie, reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you for just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me, a thief? Well, what is this nonsense? Don't know who you are, but I ain't got time or patience for this mummery. Now, if you excuse me, an important client awaits. Thought I recognized that voice. Godbert. No, it's not. Oh, it's her. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Witching Keels. Lady Durandal, well met indeed. Pray tell what her brings these environs in the fair evening. Why I live here, you headed halfwit. I inspect your Inspector Bardian. It's an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with the associate here, pray tell? As far as collapse still doing yeah, that outdoor part specifically, yeah. Hip the audiobook. Oh god, please no. I can only read. I can read in my head for hours. If I have to speak it, we start having some translation issues here. Guria, we can discuss business later. Pray tell me, let the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever sincere desires. Lady, what about? Yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I have had one in mind of the prize pieces from Eshtaime's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one from me, yes, or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'Dah myself? Amazing. So just once more, Gregory, I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. Yeah, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly precious. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Why did she come back in Act 4? That's interesting. She can't be the thief. She could be. All right, I'll tell you what I know, but you needn't hear it from me. Got it? I was looking into a killing on behalf of a client of mine. He's got himself some of the zombie dust, the traitor spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. Got me thinking, Sildy, 5 victims. Aye, the Arbiters of Truth. Truth, not familiar with that name. Anime guy, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. It would be on account of them being some of the secret society and all influential personages of the Sultanate. You see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge, quote unquote, about the Ul'Dah Sildian conflict from reaching the ears of the folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell me, what sort of knowledge might that be? All's well, don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well. The last thing, who hired you and where can we find him? Hob. His name is Hob. When he heard what I said, told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. There were many prying eyes on the airship docks. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at the Vesper Bay. But you remember you didn't hear nothing from me. And Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are secretive. They don't even know each other's true identities now. Don't ask me how all this works, but Hob's got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. One of them heard the victims have all been zombified. He panicked. Guess he knew he'd be next. Thank you very much, kind sir. Once again, the ancient Manderville art of parlay has procured us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hobfell and see what he can share with us, and let us hurry. Life is in danger even as we speak. RE4 remake on assisted. They die way too easily. That or just have more experience. Because people make I don't. Well, so remember RE4 remake. It's still a little harder because the vest isn't infinite. So that in itself, just damage table wise, is gonna throw a lot of people off. It also could be that they're new to it, right? I mean, there's a number of reasons. The Ganados definitely are a lot tougher than I feel than they were in the original. Oh no. Is everything quite all right? No, stay back. Hunger for brains. No saving that, man. Do what you must. Okay, so they're actually just like zombies. They're not actually like, it's not the hunter. Not by any means. First-hand knowledge is piece of this particular shaded green is unmistakably that of the undead. Would seem there are a few moments late to the scene. Message. And then there was one. Is the range? Spend some time in it. I could probably at least. I still haven't even finished the range. I can't stand the shooting gallery. Something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nasha. There is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I had this fleeting sense that someone or something is watching us. Thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let's return and report our findings to Miss Philly's Secret Society. No, knowing the identities of members may yet lead to the final victim. Since the ammo up to not power enough to max. Yeah, I could see that. Well, no, the Navistadors, the insects, they're a lot more plentiful, and they do a lot more in this one. Just from the Mithril Eye, let's move again, see what clues I can uncover in the meantime. Do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. I'll go with her. If you insist, Nashi, then give my leave. But pray beware. Not just thief, but Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. That's the one. Ellie, there's something I must tell you. In the case is over, be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did at the time the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, yeah, Costa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Yes. I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when my hero is what you would share with me. I know she doesn't have death flags because she's in the event. Or one of the events I played. Secret vow. Oh, consider my interest peaked as well. Good inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. More in the OG. If it's like, should you be running out? No, the thing is that in the remake, like, how do I word it? I think they're a lot worse in the remake from a difficulty standpoint, personally. I had a lot more issues with them in this than I did in the original. Mostly, I think it's just because their flight pattern's different enough that it's actually messing with me. Well, yeah, no, the infinite launcher has splash damage, and thus you can gank yourself super easy with it. Fourth victim, were you able to glean onto the connection with the other victims? Truth, no, it cannot be. Somebody help. Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I thought only thought to ask me a question before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only. Bashes brain is the conveniently placed bottle immediate, it would seem. Remind me not to get you at a bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off from shape before I could stop her. Throw eye, but they weren't Ellie. I could have swore I did. I could have swore I did work with Ellie. Armored Sultan sworn swear his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Oh. Thief and invaders think we would find our man like this. Thrusting again to the fiend elude our grasp, but no more by virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions. Ladies' pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed. Not quite. I return the sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst I gesture is appreciated, in the end, it's proofless to be cracking the case. That's too easy. Amazing. Face. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Yep, see? It wasn't as it seemed. That was too easy. It would have been too easy. The meaning of this. Genius. A double disguise. Planned by the thief to throw off his trail, no doubt. Exactly. This is Gyug, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfit him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable that this thief could so easily elude his grasp. Yeah, have a good one. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? Of course, it all makes perfect sense. The Phantom Thief to thank for her purging readership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye, so they could not bear the face of the possibility that her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan too. My vault has been breached. Wise men whisper it's gone. For her foul crimes against the law, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, thief of many faces, an enemy of the state, deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. Now the game is truly afoot. Amazing. Enkidu has returned. I was meeting all this racket and rumpus, and just as we were about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu? The chicken is great. Oh, she doesn't know. Miss Ellie, that shadow that you said you saw was just a dormouse. Oh. I think he'd stumble face first onto the second mass. His good fortune truly knows no end. Yep. I mean, Ellie has been there all along. This is fair. This would make sense. My ever-loyal associate must be find Miss Ellie and quickly. Surely, if confront our constant companions, she can be convinced to abandon this full plan. Oh, Miss Felice, I thought you had already departed with the company of your men. For the better, we should conduct a search together. But that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than Hildibrand Manderville. Amazing. That's the one. Me, mind you. It's not a role I sought on my own accord. It is her, yeah. And my passion for history is somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an honest letter stating that a position the committee had opened. I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's form, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as arbiter. I think that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my known compatriots were victims all along. Cannot put any more lives in danger. I was to question myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm until such as the killer is apprehended. Concern for well-being is most touching, Miss Felice, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and gentlemen, this is exactly what I shall do. My associates here are also at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Spectre over here. Is it though? Is he gonna recognize that she's a fraud in her mannerisms? He's just that in tune. There you are. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. We're sick about you. Sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to go take a look. Wasn't there anything there but a dormouse? But it was really cute dormouse, you see. Squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment. When my Inspector Senses speaks to me, someone is watching us. Kip let us split up and canvass the surroundings. He knows. He's aware. Amazing. Last 6 years on the floor. Be wary, be warned. Trust no one and your friends all the less. Waterstand letter tries to suspicious on the floor. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. In a sachet of demasking dust, and then instant you feel an intimidating presence behind you. It do be Godbert. It isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Kip. In the area of her manner of business, and I curtailed when I felt suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it's the same for you. So your pursuit of the thief many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn. Now you've come upon a sense of anonymous letters. Hamper watching the shadows as a friend, or this is another trap laid by the fiend. Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for the utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my Hildy may be a bit over his head this time in assisting in this investigation. Were there anything to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would be, not be pleased. Okay, so yeah, he's up here. Then to speak true, the villain now even lurks within our midst, and yet we have not a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the player better than I. Or know the players better than I. Let's say you have a few words with each of them and see what aught seems amiss. I'm doomed to share the same fate as the others. I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie is the phantom thief. It is only a logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel another truth still evades us. Spectre Guardian told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Yeah, it's her mannerisms are off. Particularly odd about any of them, you say. It stands to reason the fiend could not take such a risk to be utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Not half the fool is done, and I must elude him and quickly. Time is of the essence. I questioned the Sultan's throne outside to a man. They insist they've seen Anonymous Ellie. Or wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally, the pieces are all coming together now. If you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands among us. Spectre, I should hope that you're not doubting me. Whilst I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, fact means that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proved to be highly efficient, assuming all our new identities. This astute observation, my gangly friend. Gangly? This occasion calls for a dose or two of the powder kip as found earlier. Would happen to be another sachet or two lying around, would there? Remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but we're not. They should be reporting more in a bell's time. Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpses you deserve to be. There's more time than I need to afford. Miss Phyllis, unfortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. Newly given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from the consideration. Here's myself, Nashu, and Kip here. Nashu and I in particular have been close in extended relationship with our suspect. To begin by questioning mine own assistant, sure that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go ahead and ask me anything. Length through 14 for the night. Well, welcome. It's good to see you. All the time for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover is good as blown. Especially with Nashu is close, I dare say at times we share a mind. If Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, no trouble completing my thoughts. I am Manderville. Man. Got him. Oh my god. Tristan King, thank you for the follow. Totally missed that. Doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Kurthus to Thanalan, Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector. Perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably our dear Nashi. Oh my god, please. I never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Something the matter? Because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes. So need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles, wrinkles. Look who's talking, you crusty, cretaneous old. Got him. Genius Inspector? That's the one. Cover has been blown. Lured her into a false sense of security. Trade is up, Miss Ellie. Pocket sand. That's the one. So he looks somehow different. Weird. The plot thickens. I think she said man can and then man. This is amazing. Seven hells by muscle-bound muttonhead and this motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? The resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet Consulting Inspector Bearden once again failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course, we resemble each other. Ellie's, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces, I'm aware, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Quite alright, because have you seen a ghost despite my moniker? I assure you, Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of the Sildian aristocracy. Amused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask, trying to use your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst, right, which would remove suspicion from her. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, those priceless relics, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with the knowledge I need to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of the nation. We owe a lot to you, truly, but the tales of your attempts to catch me never have risen to these heights of celebrity. DC, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Ul'Dah dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. The history say that the Sildeen turned their own men into zombies. Histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You who should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ul'Dah that ordered the creation of the dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. Madness, you speak, woman. Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Ul'Dah army 4 centuries ago by my ancestors. They that it was final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed sultan sworn would keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalan. Time of reckoning is nigh. Oh, yes. Before long, you and everyone in this rotten nation were the first-hand horrors my ancestors knew. Just what do you mean by that? How the idiots leap at the stories. Masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. If only they knew. They will see soon enough that they were eating each other's brains in the streets. The last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Ul'Dah vaults, hiding knowing secret vaults sealed with powerful magics. Soul means which the vault may be opened by assembling 4 secret relics from Beladia. 4 relics once housed in a royal palace of Sildeen, where the Ul'Dah dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. Right? What a shock. What a twist. The Ul'Dah government lied. And so it dawns upon you that last, yes, as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when the zombie powder rained down on Ul'Dah. No, wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. First, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. Think not, Miss CC. Nice. Once again, face down. Does this count as the Jacko pose? Just for once, could you not get in the way? Hildibrand Manderville. Can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day. Oh, that's his wife. Nice. No, the presence brought me with the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. Oh no, she's the scary one. Cicada pose up on the wall. Amazing. The frying pan. Oh no! Oh, it's gonna hurt. She do got the pan. Oh my god. I understand that you're Hildibrand's mother. Gilgamesh like, she's the scary one. Alright, this is more like it, hand-to-hand, skill to skill. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Kip, for the time of final confrontation is nigh. Okay. Truly a weapon to end Metal Gear. Frying pan. Exactly. Like, she's gonna fucking, like, KO you, man. Come on. Right into the pillar. Oh my god. Do you have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse. You hadn't bloody noticed. Oh, I like to imagine she's Scottish. You, Kip or something, was it? Yes, me. That is I. Hildy told me all about your hijinks together. Of course, it's high jinx, not H-I-J-I-N-K, Pleased to meet you. Your boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? You come on a bit too strong at times. Could you blame me this time? I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry arse husband here, and look what he got me. Help me out, won't you? I mean, yeah. The fucking head. It's so good. Kidu, my beloved. Face down. I saw that. That would be Godbert's wedding night, wouldn't it? Oh god, that is some spice. Then with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still some time to reverse the zombie curse, and just know the remedy: a phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple: tatter of oversoul rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Since God at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest in a hurry. His poison spreads throughout his veins. No antidote will save him. In the meantime, I'll search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Mr. Nashi will still be alive. Is he actually just compressed from the waist up now? Like, did he actually just like Tom and Jerry accordion? No, it's that smart. Gee, gad, Sylvia, you're looking none too hard at yourself. Thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now you're going to accompany Kip here and make yourself useful. Or do I have to reintroduce you to the wall? Yeah. Of course, my lady, Gilgamesh ever at your service. St. God Sundries was it? Come now, Kip. There's work to be done. No. So you misunderstand. Godbert did not initiate that. She said, Godbert, you are mine now. He did not have a choice in this matter. God, I love her. Well, that also she just knows that this will remedy this ancient fucking curse. I want to point that out. To assume he had an option. Exactly. Bold of you to assume he had an option. You were correct, Pumpkin. Enkidu, my beloved. Oversoul Rags, I fear that the only single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. Good man, you must reconsider my dear friend's life, and quite possibly I know as well hangs in the balance. Sympathize with the pipe from man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. You expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look what we have here. If it isn't the warrior light from the Colosseum. Funny I should meet at the markets. What if the real chimera parts were the friends we made along the way? Wait, is that right? After just returned from my training in the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task of the day. This chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. Manderville, the warrior of light, to Godbert's primal. Exactly. You're far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand Kip here, I'd still be teaming up with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. I'm a woman who pays her debts. Worst thing you can owe someone is a favor. I'll take me if that wasn't Avila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I'm proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. that kind sentiment, my good man, but we're more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Kip? And with this, our task here is done. Now let us find the traitor named Guest. Ancient enough to become a common curable cold with it. I guess that is fair, right? How people used to die. Well, I was gonna say how people used to die from polio, but now we have people getting polio and dying from polio again, right? God, I hate modern day. Godbert of all people. Have you seen Godbert Manderville? That man is an absolute just legend. She knew what she wanted. He didn't have an option. That's how that works. Blundering Manderville boy, that's not his last legs. He needs something of mine to save him, you say? After you give a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gill every purchase. If the family landed today, I'd be happier and a wealthy man. Now I believe the ballroom calls good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body. Business rival or no, the man's on death's doorstep. After the events of the day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget, but it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, milady, may stance what's happening here. Pumpkin, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. Oh, it's those two. Oh, it's veritable who's who, right? A wholesome guinea pig. What? Oh, it's Rev Ibarra. He's was collabing earlier, but I think he fell asleep like an hour ago. Lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, this isn't lapis maiden in the flesh. I say you bid farewell to the freeing props and scruffy adventurers. Sure dance with a cultured gentleman befitting of your great beauty. Quiet, worm. It'd be a pleasure and honor both, my lord. Why do you first brought the good for my friend? Because in the bottle twice distilled water, which she seeks. Talk about between a rock and a hard place. No, I'll take the force. I'll take the force and the bluntness, 100%. Frying pan mode activated. This one, but if this is the price you would be set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in guilt. Anyways, now shall we, Miss Arabella? And then she's not gonna actually like go any further than this. It's so good. But Revi Barra is a capybara. He does Final Fantasy stuff. I'm bullying him to try and do Final Fantasy 14 inspired, what is it? Final Fantasy 14 inspired, like, liquor, drinks. I think he can, put his bartending experience to use, do some of that stuff for content. Hildy was a worthy rival, but I think he was beloved by so many. Everyone would be deeply mourning his loss. Quickly, let us live with these guys while there's still time to save him. Comfortable chair. Yeah, he'll just fall asleep. That's why I said earlier, like, hey, don't you have work in the morning? He's like, yeah. And then shortly after, he just, like, stopped talking. He just pops in and out. Starting to kick in. Hypnosis starting to call. No, go get some sleep, Master Crawford. I am almost done for the night. As soon as I finish the actual Hildibrand questline tonight, I'm off. Because I'm actually getting really hungry. Because you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Take it. Bloody brilliant. I take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Oh no! Stand back. Let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Amazing. You bloody bugger! Give me my skillet. Yeah, no. Rev's like 2 hours ahead of me too. To be fair. Stop it, Fred. Now it's up to Hildy to flush out what's left of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. He's got some fight left in him. Love that she just cooked holy water. That's the subtext here. But I found she's slumbering, obviously, in a rubbish-strewn corner in Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Oh, that... When all the exhaustion hits you at once, I feel that. I'm sure it did, Kip. Word is that Ellie has been sighted in the Sildian ruins. We must go there with all haste. Done well, my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. It's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells you standing around for? The future Ul'Dah's at stake. Thanks yours as well for Ul'Dah and for our friend Hildy. You remember you remind me of my husband with all you having more muscles than sense. So keen on making sense use, why don't you run to the market and spring me some fire crystals? Keep my dear boy warm is key to fighting off zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates should suffice. Oh my god. We're not a yes, my lady. Love it. No, Doc, I'm surprised you're still here. You should definitely be passing out soon. Of course, he's at the market board having to buy it. Oh my god. I'm saying key to the burden we must share simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Kip. The events of the day have given me cause to reflect. Kip and Hildy both. I'll be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. Alas, no, only one true friend I've ever known. She is long lost to me. You're a fine bird, and have given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me? Even Kip could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and hear my return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Yes, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? Crystals, where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here. Oh my god. No way. Isn't Enkidu the primal? Faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so? Oh no. Those were crystals. Those were ether crystals. Oh no. Gonna be a giant chicken, please. Please be a giant chicken. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moon-sick maid taking around in the Sildid excavation site with her mind set on turning Ul'Dah to the land of the walking dead. Concerned for Hildy is most touching, but don't worry. Mommy dear isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. What a quest line. Top. There it is. With holy water's fascinating experiment. I'd be curious how it tastes. Managed to track down Miss Ellie, jumped ahead where your friends watch over her as we speak. No matter how many times we reach on to her, she refuses to much of an answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating where that crate she's sitting next to isn't. It just makes your chair still to the brim with the traitor spurn. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. Your only hope, Kip, even with the single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. Not put you in unique danger, only ask that you step forward or where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. Beg of you, Kip, surely if anyone can convince this woman to abandon her madness, it is you. In the chat mode, say use your keyboard or software keyword to call out Ellie and convince her erstwhile friend to listen to reason. I mean, it's kind of cool that you have to actually like switch chat channels. So I finished work for bed. That is fair. Right, because it has to be actually like. There we go. I usually keep myself in party chat, to be fair. Just so you leave this place while you still can, I bear you no grudge, but you should. But should you think so much is interfering, I will not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cece's already in custody. Surrender now, and I'll see that no harm befalls her. Yeah, it's a bit annoying if you have to add like either case sensitivity or the punctuation. But do you understand this, Inspector? Again, how could one born into life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? You see, I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. 2 sisters against the world, only with our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, our own wretched lives. Or even our own wretched lives. You see, not anything I might have had to lose. I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as you Ul'Dah dogs you would defend. Stop this madness. Sorry, Inspector. That's a lot of them already turned. Too many of them. Is there though? Not for a Manderville man. I love that his clothes are just a glamour, aren't they? I think that's the best part about Big Hammer. Big bonk. What? When your goldsmith enters, how is the goldsmith here? Goldsmith LB3 be like? Goldsmith is the new O Savage meta. You'll need to delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 films under. You forewarned, girl. Know this speak from experience when I say underestimate Hildy, and you'll do so at your own peril. Afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's burn. I fear the good Inspector's luck has finally run out. How's balls? There's no end to them. I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? He just nods. Shame to lose you, kept warrior of light that you are. You might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. What? It's so campy. Oh my god. Yes, they're gentlemen zombies. Yes, we have come full circle. This is perfect. It's him. He has returned. Darkness falls and hope faces despair. 4 warriors born of light shall descend to the righteous place. Beggar me with a broadsword. Are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No. These are not 4 warriors of light I see. What is happening? This is perfect. There are 4 gentlemen of light. Yep. It's so campy. Just so my good man Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Wow. Yep. They're the zombies in the bald dude. Wow. Meet again, girl. Tell me, got my snarble tonic, or I'll fashion you a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head. Wow. Oh, hello, Mr. Ozar. Or you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Possible the holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up immunity to zombie powder. Yes. When we heard that the master zombie brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. Ah, immunity 2. I'm just gonna pretend that makes any kind of sense. Oh, this is some spice. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. So bald, he's a walking light show. It's so good. It's over. It's all over. Spectre said this is something you wanted to tell me when it was all through. Imagine you have no words for me now. Your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? I mean, I found something. Someone. I intend to never part. The romance subplot was pretty clear. Enough takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell, a free woman, I'll be there. What say you? They're still posing. Miss Ellie, while your crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, Harpin Leon's guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspirations cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Ul'Dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. Know this, I'll do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Godbert Manderville, actually, just super legit dude. We're not forgetting someone else here, and by someone, I mean me. You're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger. Require Kip's presence for a matter of far greater importance. Time for a long-delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face? Mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Amazing. Be the treaty blade. One true one at that. None other. None of the slightest intention of parting with it. Someone who could defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak. I will not be single combat this time. Is that my cute old friend? Oh no. Who is this gonna be? Is it a giant chicken? Uh-huh. That's a twist. Abomination, some new breed of void scent. Abomination, I think you'll address my campaign with courtesy, girl. It was the most curious thing I saw. I was hauling a crate full of crystals before Hildy's mother, thinking how better things would be if my dear friend Keto was here. Oh my god. She came flash from the heavens, the next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Craig's heartfelt plea summoning forth his friend. Nay, the more friends, but rather the primal in Keto. Link of the Masterword. Kind of is very similar. Very similar Keons. Not completely and utterly cease to be bound by the laws of logic. You may best be in the past, but facing against two of us together will prove not an easy task, and I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Keto and I shall wait you at the Amdapor key. Of course it's Amdapor. It's always Amdapor. Is away from here, better venue for a climactic confrontation. Claim this treaty blade, then claim it for me as a warrior. To the skies and Keto to the skies. Amazing. 2 against 1. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Craig. Come, Kip Amdapor. Oh my god. It's a grave development indeed to think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. Don't worry, I'm here. Oh, but of course, I near forgot we had a word of light in our midst. Please, because then you're the only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. We gotta go fight a giant primal chicken. I love it. This is in fact my quest line. My people need me. Army will be the closest. ton of faith. I mean, well, it was more the heartfelt like plea was there when we got into what was it? Stormblood spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Yotsuyu was able to summon forth Tsukuyomi, right? And it was just her fervent wish, was it not? Yeah, so 4.3's boss kind of does the same. So we see that down the line a little better. Is that you, Kit? Pray forgive me. It was right on Greg's trail when I encountered subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. Include my guest fish for growth, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? And we will claim the treaty blade from that knave. Yes, go on ahead. I'll be along. Battle in the Big Keep. For time, I will be unsinking this, but I assure you I will be getting this in roulettes. Because I'm well past the time I wanted to be off. And also really hungry. Also existing friends. This is also fair. On the battlefield, I just think you should come enjoy our tussles as much as I. Not fine with this one, so Joel, unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Amazing. Bird up. No, this is before she died. Alright. Ingress. 1. Oh, I do have gals at this level. Ow. I have become chicken. Amazing. I have 20 seconds of chicken. So now seconds since I watched Joe Cat. Now 14 is I totally missed Joe Cat playthrough 14. I know he did J Omega or Omega recently. He did Omega Savage. Ingress. 1. Or I can become chicken again. This might be a problem. That might actually be a problem. Okay, you can fly. That's kind of cool. So you have to just actually, like, evade. Maybe? I'm running real low on health. Yeah, my arm's length is still not fucking up. It's gotta be the heavy. I'm inflicted with heavy. That's why my fucking skills aren't coming back online as much. That slow really fucking hurts. I mean, worst case scenario, I just warrior this. Okay, it's good fucking Reaper practice. Because they do the thing where they heal each other. Give me that 50. Yeah, because we saw this with the Ultros boss fight. When Kidu's dead. Oh, that was actually kind of a Endwalker, I think. I believe it. I totally missed it, though. Run away. I was seeking a more suitable spot to celebrate my inevitable victory. Of course you were. And actually, now we fight like men, and ladies are dressed like men. I love him. For Gilgamesh, it's transmogrifying time. Oh. This is cool. Wherever the Great Series stands before you. Which I mean, Gilgamesh, prepare yourself. I can't wait to get this in queue. So we've got grid AoE. Dragon's head looks awful. It's almost like I have ingress and egress, just in case. Oh, I didn't get hit by that. Interesting. They're pretty fragile, actually. I was expecting them to be a lot tankier. Yeah, and then they're going to be back. I'm not using my fucking big one. I'm not using my fucking buff. Done. Enough expository banter. I love it. Armors Bill means not. Ugh, Fataburgus is gonna be fun. No more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. Your Blade 2 shall return just as soon as you remember where I hit it. As soon as I remember where I hit it. Oh my god. This man. Please. You're unparalleled. Okay. You do that. No, this looks like a blast. I can't wait to do this actually synced. Can't wait to do this in roulette queue. I could have split this up into 2 other VODs. I still might do that. We're gonna see where I end up. Kidu, my beloved. He has returned to me. I say return. Stupid green chicken. Thank you for reminding me to pick up that chest. I really appreciate that. Oh, he returned. I lied again, like a rug. Oh, it killed. Oh my god, really? Take that fusty old blade for all I care. Just for the true power and not say the strongest of swords will suffice. The Master Sword? Oh, whoa. Proven a worthy opponent, I warn you. Treasure every moment with your weapon. For as soon as the day follows night, the hour will come when I will claim it as mine until we meet again. Wow. Chimkin. Next time on with ends the VODs, maybe. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because, like, I would love to have this split up into 3 parts. Like, for the VOD channel, it's gonna be kind of rough because it's gonna people are gonna be waiting on Shadowbringers, but it makes it so I have more uploads. Apologize about having to split them in such a way. I should have definitely split this second half into. I'll split it once it gets uploaded. Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Listen to me at once, and we shall for the coup de grace together. This fire sprite is photobombing me. I've already been one of the triumphant news indeed. Clear the lessons you've learned me have not been for naught. Since you say the treaty blade allies hid somewhere in the nearby wood, we're not below, so shit, no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Yeah, which way was the forest again? I love this man. He's actually just me. No, I know exactly where to split it. Love that she's still just... Oh, both of them are under arrest, I guess. I'm on the treaty blade. Remarkable, I knew the warrior of light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that the Inspector Hildibrand enjoys so much success in finding the blade. Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I found inspiration for my next masterpiece. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasure of lost Ul'Dah, and to think that they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' name through the mud. Now, how did you come to know of these long-lost relics? An ancient scroll passed down through our family list to us by your grandmother. Spoke of the 4 warriors of light, the 4 relics. I love her in the back. And an incantation of untold power. Could wield the magic of legend. Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Speaking, the words had no effect. Only a warrior light can wield the power, as the legend goes. Would have been good to see it, the ultimate achievement of the greatest mage of the realm has ever known. What sort of incantation is this? Ring casts upon the doors of justice. The wise man whispers a verdict true. His virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, blade in hand, and swear unto you. The legends differ as to what happens next. Speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens. It's gonna be Hildibrand that does it. It's him. Yep, there it is. We're here, friends. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Yes, you did. Amazing. Behold, safe in my hands none other than the treaty blade, and the real one this time, I swear unto you. Yes, just like that, I swear unto you, and then... Oh no. My word, whatever's this odd tingling sensation, he's gonna get zapped by lightning. Ridiculous, Hildibrand isn't a warrior light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop a lesser moon with his own bare hand. Seeing that the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. Yep. This is not how this is supposed to work. That's not how this works. Someone... Stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon. Oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god, I saw that in chat. What the hell? Team Rocket's blasting off again, ain't it? Yep. The world makes no sense. I just said that proved the most useful incantation indeed. So the light of justice that shone upon the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. Legend ended, I must say, never expected to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it would have been much use to us at all. Yeah? Spectre, oh, Inspector, wait for me! That was balls, Hildy. First you almost die on your poor mother's feet, now you fly off to God's nowhere without even giving us a kiss goodbye. Could you say that he, Hildibrand made it Heavensward? He went Heavensward, get it? Ah! Used to be a case of the Wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand. It has many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art. So in the end, the Sildini Kaddish legend was wielded not by a warrior light, but a gentleman of light. Treaty blade is some 6 centuries old after all, but it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. This is perfect. Brought this peace and happiness to the people of Ul'Dah. It was every bit as beautiful as imagined. But see with my own eyes, it's nothing short of a dream come true. Fumbles and stumbles through yet another case. They managed to make a girl's dream come true. Gentleman to the end. Bloody bastard. This was nothing short of perfection. It's this, it glints in the corner of my eye, curious scent. Waiting on the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? That he does. Oh my god, please. Worry not for me, my friends, for over the wronged wait for succor. I, Hildibrand, shall be there. To admit, atmosphere is thinner up here. It's harder for him to breathe. This man. Oh my, and with that, you're in, yes, no, that is worth the reinstall. I have no words. I have no words for this. I really don't. He is actually just built different. Amazing. What a wild, wild ride this has been. Oh, he does. In Heavensward. Yep, Heavensward. I saw that pun. That was awful. Not Heavensward, Heavensward. Doubling again. What is happening? Oh my god. Oh, is the mystery not done? They really, really stretched. I can't. So this is the first draft. This is the essay, so to speak. I actually cannot wait to see what Heavensward and Stormblood, especially with how updated the models and what they've learned from this. I can't wait to see how that's gonna go. Because that's gonna be a fucking riot. Oh my god. That was Hildibrand from Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. If you have not done Hildibrand, I do absolutely recommend that you do Hildibrand. I very specifically waited to do this, and I figured while we're at the end and while we're inbound for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers next, figured I'd go over for those of you that came in a little late. We have some levels. The current plan as it stands is to be using Reaper, so I can learn Reaper a little bit more for the first part of Shadowbringers. Once we hit 80, we'll swap over to Dark Knight. I want to learn a little bit more of that. Getting into Endwalker, we will be doing Paladin, and then post-Endwalker content, we'll probably be using my Black Mage, which I do main Black Mage. But that is it. That is it for A Realm Reborn. Hildibrand, stay tuned for more Heavensward Hildibrand next time on the Kip channel. If you are on stream, That will be next stream, which will be tomorrow, Final Fantasy Friday. So, let me know, was the conclusion to your liking? Was this your favorite? Is there another Hildibrand questline and another expansion that you like more? Let me know in the comments section on the Kip TV channel. See you all in the next one.